Greetings, anyone who may be watching. It's Paul here, and when I play around with something in Blender, it's probably something that's been covered elsewhere, but I don't remember seeing it much. First, we'll switch to cycles, and let's get to it. The thing I'm going to cover is the 3 possible ways to have backgrounds in Blender that I know of. And they're pretty simple, and okay, the first one is to create like an image plane. I guess it helps to have the plugin turned on playing as image, so we can try doing that, I suppose. It'll be faster. So we go import, export, import images as planes. So turn that one on under your add-ons prefs. We'll add, it's going to be mesh. Images as planes. There we go, and I don't know if I have any pictures here. I don't know what their weighted default backgrounds for installed. I guess I could go my graphics folder on my Windows side here. Ah, where's my texture studio? Do something like that, maybe. And you basically scale up the image till it fills up the background. And you can actually face background image towards the camera. Yeah, this is like the most basic way, but it involves some setup. And you can go under compositing for the object, and instead of having to set as diffuse, replace that with an emitter for the shader. And we can also have control how much it hits there. So something like this for the setup for the shader on the emitter plane, and then if we render it through the camera real quick, you see you have that image as the background. That is the first way to do it in general. So that's using a background image plane. That's the first simple background. And the next method is pretty neat, which is to use the world space background. And I believe I already have the image loaded in, so it's going to be even a lot easier. And all I do is go back to the compositor thingy here, compositor layout. Normally when you select an object, oh, this doesn't have anything applied to it. So you'll see the object material, but you don't want the object material you collect. You click that little ball for globe here, and that's the world. See, it changes the world. And world material is different than the object material, so it won't show up here unless you click up there. And that's the world material. So we add texture, image texture. Environment does a slightly different projection of it, so I'm just using image texture in this case. And we already have that here, so we just drop that in the socket. And for texture space, and put texture coordinates. Unless you want it distorted or projected odd, you use the window projection. And you can add mapping and stuff to it, but for now we'll just set it like this. And if we go to default and render, it will render the background again as an image like this. So that's the second method to change the image background in your Blender scene. So you get the idea. And note that the world lighting is also your ambient lighting, so you can set this up to light your scene as well. So the first two methods I know will throw a light into the scene. Third method is a little different because it's completely independent of the light in the scene. So what we do now is set the world to be back to the colors. Now we know it renders color, right? And under film exposure, we set this to transparent. And we render like this. Oh, doesn't seem to be showing up as transparent. Processing is on, performance post-processing. Checking transparent should do it. Yeah, it's just colors here. Okay. It could be a render settings. Let's see. So this should be rendering with a transparent background. Wonder why it's not showing me transparency. I'll presume that it is transparent somehow. So let's go under compositing and go to compositing nodes and click on use nodes. Yeah, it actually was transparent, but for some reason it wasn't showing. Maybe there's a setting I forgot to change. But it should be checkerboarded behind the object when you set the transparency. And here it shows it, so it is transparent. It's just being weird. Okay. And oh, come on. It's hanging up on me. Huh. Oh. Shouldn't be it. I just crashed it. No. Oh, come on. Alright. There it goes. I don't know why it's laggy. It's being laggy for some reason. Okay. Really shouldn't be laggy, so I don't know. I don't know, I'm not used to Linux Mint, so I don't know why it would be laggy. Doesn't do it on Windows on my XP side, but who knows what's going on. So we add an input. Actually, you don't even need a mix here. I don't know why it's that laggy, it shouldn't be. doesn't even have the preview turned on. So go add, and what you want is color alpha over. And then something like this. Add input, or no, not input, would be image. Okay. This is the last way to add a background. I have no idea why it's lagging like this. It shouldn't be doing it. Alright. Come on. Alright. And this should be the final way to get the background here, and hit render. Ah. Alright. Let's reverse the order. Okay, so we see the image order. Okay, that was it. We can see the image is too small for the background. So I don't know why my compositor is so laggy. It shouldn't be. It's not like I have auto render checked on. Nothing else is laggy. I don't know why it's doing it. Alright. And filter. I think it's distort and probably be transform or translate, one of the two. Well, let's try quick render. I don't know why it's not showing the transparency. It should be showing it. But okay, that's not it, is it? Well, I could scale it up that way. I know there's another node, so add. Let's try translate. Wrap. With the axes. And this should scale it up to fit the image. Let's see. Let's render. Or I can exit out of that and default and hit render. Yeah. So it scales it up, and in this case it actually tiles it, but you can set it so it doesn't tile or stretches to fit. So under composite, so translate wraps it, and I believe there's one more. It goes scale and render size or scene size. So we'll do render size, and we can do fit. So combining these nodes like this and rendering. And you see it stretches it out. It's not quite fitting the whole edge, but I believe that's one of the toggles. I guess it should be scene size, huh? Render size. Let's try that without the tiling. And I wonder if I have a pref set up wrong or something, because it should be showing my transparency. Let's see. Oh, why is this so late? This is weird. Come on. So I'm running a screen recorder, but still, this is ridiculous. I don't know, I'm probably not going to worry about it right now, though. Anyhow. Start again. The third method is compositor, and you just let it do its thing. Okay, so it's not quite stretching to fit the whole scene, but there is a way to fix it with scaling and just adjust it and eyeball it, and eventually it'll fit. So that's like the 3 ways. And of the 3, I think the world space is probably the easiest or fastest one to set up. But most people are familiar with the background image plane, and then compositing gives you freedom to do stuff, and it's kind of more fun to do with video editing because you can do video effects. But compositing doesn't exactly cast this background image light into the scene, so you have to be aware of that. So, but those are the 3 methods of backgrounds in Blender, so now you know. Alright.